In the shooting match between the U.S. and Mexico over Donald Trump's threatened tariff war, there's a clear winner, and her name is Claudia Sheinbaum, the new president of Mexico. Donald Trump probably thought he could try to pick on her since she just got elected a couple of months ago, and she fired back, and the markets have responded in praising her, and also the peso trading market has responded by declaring that the winner is Mexico because now the peso is 1.5% higher than it was before the attack by Donald Trump against the dollar. I'm going to use my Wall Street background to talk to you here on Legal AF, the MeidasTouch network, about this phony trade war that Donald Trump has started. And then once Sheinbaum retaliated, he backed down. The markets watched and responded by lifting the peso against the dollar. Let me break it all down for you. A couple of weeks ago, Donald Trump thought it was in the economic best interest of average Americans to do two things: deport 40% of the undocumented workforce that fires and powers sectors like construction and our food supply and our internet commerce. In the same time, he said, why don't I start a trade war and tax Mexico and Canada 25% in tariffs and China 10%, representing 40% of our trading partners? Well, Mexico and Canada immediately fired back in different ways. There's reporting, and I'll probably do a hot take on it, about Trudeau heading down to Mar-a-Lago, maybe on bended knee, forced there by his government to make nice with Donald Trump and to try to convince him in a meeting he just held, along with Donald Trump's economic team, including his new commerce nominee, Howard Lutnick, and some other people in the room, about trying to avoid the 25% tariff. But that's not what Claudia Sheinbaum did. Maybe because she's an economist. Maybe because she has a doctorate. Maybe because she's really tough and really smart. And so she immediately did two things that the Canadians did not do. She issued a letter in Spanish in response to Donald Trump, in which she threatened her own 25% tariff, which economists have shown will lead to the following dire impacts on the U.S. economy: an immediate loss of 500,000 jobs on the U.S. side of that dispute. 500,000 jobs, poof, goodbye overnight because of the trade war, and a substantial increase in the cost of living for Americans. I thought that's the reason people voted for him. I mean, I keep hearing the two reasons that Kamala Harris and Democrats lost, besides some issues with her candidacy and the fact that there wasn't a primary system that selected her, but was that people voted with their pocketbook and their wallet, and they were upset about immigration and a couple of culture war issues that apparently the Democrats obviously lost about protection for the LGBTQ plus community. But I thought it was really all about the economy. I didn't realize that we had given Donald Trump a quote unquote mandate of quote unquote historic proportions, none of which is true, in order to wreck our economy or to do a science experiment. Let's see what will happen. And so Sheinbaum reminded Donald Trump in her letter on official President Mexico letterhead that the two major exporters out of Mexico who will be hit with the 25% tariff are, if she does her side of the tariff, General Motors and Ford, who have been in the country for almost 100 years, making products in their plants in Mexico. No, they would not escape a 25% retaliatory tariff imposed by Mexico. Is that what they want to do? And that's where a lot of the 500,000 jobs on the other side come out, and the higher costs. Now, the market, let me turn to my prior Wall Street background here. The market has responded. And the peso traders, there's currency traders, what we call foreign exchange traders, FX traders. They sit there making money on the arbitrage between a certain it could be a sort of a straddle or a butterfly. What that means is they're matching different currencies and trying to trade one against the other. The peso against the dollar, right? The euro against the dollar or the peso. The Brazilian real against the yen. I mean, there's all sorts of things that you can match and bet on in a market with foreign exchange traders. And so that market has already spoken about who they saw as the winner of that tough guy stance that Donald Trump made before he even got in office. He's already conducting illegal foreign policy before he even got into office, right? We have one president at one time. We have one set of policies around our economy, around foreign policy, around national trade. And that's being conducted by the Biden administration until January 20th at noon. No, Donald Trump is already open for business, literally, selling off our policies to the highest bidder, and has just decided that he likes the optics of having Canada and Mexico come and kiss his backside, kiss his ass. Do you need a break from the crowded stores and endless gift lists? Restore your zen and embrace the natural power of cannabis this holiday season with Via. Whether you're enjoying a quiet evening at home or embracing the festive cheer, Via's premium THC and THC-free gummies will help you find your perfect holiday balance. Via is well renowned for their award-winning THC and THC-free gummies and vapes, THCA flower, soothing topicals, and calming drops, all crafted with the highest quality hemp sourced from trusted, independently owned American farms. And the best part? Via legally ships to nearly all states in the U.S. in discreet packaging directly to your door with a worry-free guarantee. No medical card required. Their Cloud 9 relief gummies help me unwind and relax after a long, stressful grind of a day and help me maximize my sleep. So if you're 21 plus, check out our link to Via's website in our description and use code LEGALAF for 15% off. Unlock the power of nature with Via's organic and vegan hemp extracts, perfect for relaxation and rejuvenation. Via is the only lifestyle hemp brand. They use compounds found in hemp along with active plant extracts to create products, each with a specific effect in mind. Whether you want to get better sleep, ease anxiety, enhance your mood, or just relax, they have something for you. They also have zero THC products, and if THC isn't for you, you can still take advantage of their CBD line with products designed for sleep, focus, and energy that will keep you glowing all year long. Their products range from 0 milligrams to 100 milligrams of THC, so these guys have you covered, whether you're looking to microdose or enjoy more potent effects. The THCA flower strains are grown with care and rigorously tested to ensure the highest quality, free from harsh pesticides or nasty chemicals. Over 500,000 customers served, farmed and crafted with care in the United States. This holiday season, gift yourself some peace of mind. If you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code LEGALAF to receive 15% off. After you purchase, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. This holiday season, enhance your everyday with Via. Canada, I'm going to do a separate hot take on. Trudeau, it looked a lot like, Mika and Joe from Morning Joe heading down to Mar-a-Lago. We're not biased. We're going to turn a page. People forget, by the way, on the Mika and Joe thing, go listen to their show back in 2016 and before. They were pro-Trump. Or let me put it this way. They weren't anti-Trump. He used to phone into the show. Hello, Joe. Hello, Mika. Go find the clips. So everyone's like up in arms, like, oh, Joe and Mika, they were so critical. And now look at them, because they're worried about their FCC license and being put into a concentration camp. But they were pro-Trump before. I don't see this as a major flip for them. We're not flipping. And it's not like you woke up in MeidasTouch Network and Legal AF were suddenly going, let's give Trump a try. Maybe we were wrong. For the good of America, let's just sit and wait and not protest or analyze or resist, or let's not file any lawsuits. Let's just sit back and let his MAGA Project 2025 policies take effect, and then we can judge. 6 months or 2 years from now. No, you didn't wake up to that world. Okay, it's not the upside down world, but Trudeau decided from Canada, I better get down there. He wants me down there. He stayed at some who knows what hotel in West Palm Beach. Didn't even stay in Palm Beach at a nice hotel. I'm from that area, so I can tell you, Trudeau, why didn't you stay at the Breakers or at the Brazilian court or something? I don't know why you stayed in this hotel in West Palm Beach, but you did. And then you got to like schlep over with your black cars and go to Mar-a-Lago and meet with all these people, most of which have never been in government before, to try to talk about why Canada is not responsible for the fentanyl addictions in America or drug supply, nor from it's not a porous border. People aren't pouring in through Canada, in Nova Scotia into Maine, bad people. So the whole thing was sort of a kabuki theater orchestrated by Donald Trump. And you either play it or you don't play it. And Claudia Sheinbaum is not playing. She's like, legal AFU. I'm not doing that. You want a trade war? Bring it. Even the dueling social media posts show you who won that particular battle. Donald Trump said, just had a great call with Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico. She's fully on board with closing the southern border and stopping migration. MAGA 2025. And an hour later, Claudia Sheinbaum posts her own interpretation of the phone call, where she said that Mexico's stance is not to close the borders, but they believe in building bridges with communities. And the Wall Street market went, yeah, we're going to vote for Claudia Sheinbaum on that one. And the peso price has now gone up. It'll be volatile because what traders now have to do is we're back in the world of them sort of being hurtled around and being pulled and dragged around by competing social media posts, because Donald Trump's going to conduct foreign policy and economic policy, again, through social media, through Truth Social. Here we go again. We in the legal media are going to have to go after that, have that declared his public account in order to get all copies of everything, because he's not going to use the official POTUS, President of the United States, X account, or wherever it is these days, hopefully on Blue Sky like the rest of us. But he's going to do it through his Truth Social. That's why he built the platform, and he needs more eyeballs over there. So he's going to start posting there left and right, and we're going to have to react to it. And the economy and the market is going to have to react to it. So we're back, in case you didn't figure this out, we're back to national security policy, trade policy, domestic policy, war and diplomacy through social media posts by Donald Trump. And the markets are going to have to react, but they already are. So the winner for me right now, at least 2-0, is Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico against Donald Trump. We'll continue to follow it all right here, using my background and experience as a practicing lawyer, somebody that has a Wall Street background and experience as well as a trial lawyer, litigating in the courts that I talk about. There's a few ways to support Legal AF if you like it, which I think you do. You're already here. Hit the subscribe button for MeidasTouch. We have a new Legal AF YouTube channel we formed just before the election. Already have almost 350,000 subscribers. We call it, what else? Legal AF, and I'm the chief curator over there. Some amazing new content you can't get anywhere else. If you can't get your fill of law and politics in that intersection, come over to Legal AF, the YouTube channel, in collaboration with the MeidasTouch Network. Boom, hit the blue subscribe button and help us. As you've heard at length, we do not have outside investors at all. We do this. This is people-powered. All people-powered. Us on one side, you on the other, supporting us in the various ways. MeidasTouch has a Substack. Legal AF's going to have a Substack. We got Patreon. We've got the podcast. We've got our advertisers, and we've got our subscribers. That's how we exist. That's what keeps the lights on, so to speak. So until my next reporting for Legal AF, wherever it may be, I'm Michael Popak. In collaboration with the MeidasTouch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories at the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.